Hello, friends. I am Leah Fireheart.
For some tea.
Ah! That's really loud! Hi, Trombone Dalek. I'm Leah Fireheart. This is the Fire Kitchen. We are continuing our holiday baking today. And I'm just going to be as chill and relaxed about it as possible. We'll see how much we get done. Um, I am typically joined by my husband and moderator, Grognard Gourmand, but he is at work because today is entirely off script. It's off schedule. What am I doing live at 11 a.m. on a Wednesday? That's because it's day 6 of Saturnalia. It's a terrible pun. It's so bad, but also it's so good. So it is the 6th of December. We are streaming every day until the 24th. And so we're live at a time we're not normally live. I do have a puggle back here. I don't think you can see him. I didn't move the pillow that you can see just out of the corner of the corner of the screen right there because he's got his head on it, like right off camera. He's like this. Like this. Looking at me. Actually, it's more like this because you can't see his little mouth. But Chester is also here. Let us say hello to folks. Jane has arrived first. Hello, Jane. Congratulations on arriving first. Trombone Dalek, hello. Welcome to you. Good to see you. Kamesy, also good to see you. And the nice thing about streaming at random times that I'm not normally live is that I get to see friends that I don't always get to see, including Kamesy. This is so exciting. Mom, hello. Dessert first, dessert only, dessert forever. This is, you know what? Dessert forever probably ought to be my motto. Like my own little personal, like, life words. There's a word for that. Anyway, whatever. Corey would like me to hydrate. Hi, Corey. How are you? Good to see you. Hey, I tried to open that calendar you sent me and it wouldn't open. Sadly. So I still don't know when you're working this week. But regardless, my sweater looks cozy. Okay. Yeah. So, you know, my great grandmother, my grandmother's, my father's mother's mother used to wear house coats. And I feel like this is like my version of a house coat. This is like, it's like a sweater that I don't really wear in public anymore. Not that it's like bad or anything. It's just, it's pretty far out of style. This whole thing is very like 2010. But I thought I might get hot. And so I thought it would be easy to slip it off with the mic and all that. So we're just chilling today. I love off script, off schedule chaos, Leah. Well, thank you. Abby, hi. Greetings, fellow space travelers. Greetings from the jewel of the solar system, Saturn. So Abby is on Saturn today.
Yeah! Let it out! Let the disco happen!
Hey, Theme Fiasco. How are you? What is wrong with this thing? It's like one of these lights died or something. It's like not... It's good to see you. It's been a while. Appreciate the party to kick off the stream. Dr. Andy. Oh shit, it's Leah on my screen. Shark, Dr. Andy. It's good to see you. Hi, how are you? Jane is having cake for breakfast. Okay, so when you said y'all, this is entirely off script chaos, Leah. So my latest, the only reference to cake I've heard this morning is the fact that Solid Snake in his Fortnite iteration is missing some. Okay. So apparently he has a very flat, square booty that is not reflective of the character in Metal Gear Solid. And so when Jane said that she's having cake for breakfast, I was like, oh, that sounds fun. And then I went, oh, wait, that's not what she means. Hi, Lassie. How are you? Hi, Leah Waterbrain. I am definitely Leah Waterbrain today. Mom is just here for the cookies, mostly lurking this morning and craving cookies and chair dancing to the disco beat. Well, you have to. Abby says, I can't believe that's a sentence spoken in 2023. What's the opposite of hearts? Feet. Leah, water feet. That would be very inconvenient. Jane says, I'm having chocolate birthday cake for breakfast, not chaos Leah cake. Chocolate birthday cake sounds amazing. Where do you get chocolate birthday cake? Now I want chocolate birthday cake for breakfast. Pro Ninja, hi. Yeah, cake for breakfast sounds fun. Hey, so Pro Ninja, have you played any Fortnite? Because I don't know if I've seen you live, and this season is really fun and we should play. Water feet, I hardly even know her feet. You've played a little. Okay, we should play some because we have all the tricks. We have all the tips. We know just where to drop. I played 3 matches this morning before I went to bar, which I went to a bar this morning and it was like the heavy lifting class. And so my arms and my arms are made of noodles and my legs are really sore. At least my hamstrings are sore. We did a ton of deadlifts this morning. Like, why so many deadlifts? I'm like, ugh. So yeah, anyway, my hamstrings are really sore. So this is why I'm like, we're just gonna chill today. And however much I get done, because if I try to like push myself, I'm just gonna end up like sacked out on the couch at 2:00. So we're just gonna have to chill. Pronin just played 6 matches. Right. So this morning we played 3 matches before bar. We won 2 of them. Not 2 in a row, but I had a crown from last night. And then we lost one. So we got a crown victory, then we lost one, then we won another one. So we're kicking butt. In fact, that was an 18 kill win in duos. So that was pretty good. Jane says, just a store-bought chocolate cake with chocolate frosting and chocolate curls. It was my wife's birthday yesterday, and that's what she requested. Well, that sounds lovely. And I love cake. I love all kinds of cake. I love even store-bought cake with chocolate frosting and chocolate curls. That sounds delicious. Cake that I don't have to make sounds amazing to me. Right now. Dr. Andy says, Corey, preemptively glaring at you, whatever you might be thinking of typing in response to me now. You can glare at Corey all you want, but I have never known that to be particularly effective. Glaring usually encourages her, and you've known her longer than me, so I think you know that too. Pronin just says, I won 1 game, was very weird because I was looking for the last person in a tiny storm circle for like 2 minutes and they ended up dying in the storm. That was our second game. So it was funny because there was a circle and then it was one of those ones that like pulled far through the storm. It looked like a fucking like competition circle. It was ridiculous. But we had a car. So there was a team that was like in the distance and they were shooting at me, took off all my shields. So I tossed back 2 big shield potions. We hopped in the car. We started driving the opposite direction along the storm so that we could get to the next circle as the circle was moving. And I don't know what they did. I don't know why they decided to do what they did, but they ended up like, I guess, running through the storm or something because they just blew it. They completely blew it. Both of them died in the storm and we won without firing a shot, apparently. I don't think we had quite as many kills that game. The previous game, though, we had a ton. Right. Okay. So, rather than continue to just stand here and chat because I have nothing interesting to talk about, I'm going to, just at least start to get started on some cookie things. Yesterday, if you watched the stream yesterday, we put together some brown butter snickerdoodle dough, and then some chocolate crinkle dough. And so today we're going to bake those off. And then I have a recipe for these Grinch cookies and how the Grinch stole Christmas. The original one, the animated one, is Grog's favorite Christmas. I don't know why I'm whispering. Like, it's not like he can hear me from work. But it's Grog's favorite Christmas movie. Ginster is 100% on the money with Command Butter because I swear to God, there's more butter in this entire like 3-day situation than there is anything else. You would think like sugar, and I was thinking like sugar bonanza, except it's not. It's like a friggin' butter bonanza. It's like I'm going through like 4 pounds of butter a day. Yes. Yeah, cube. Butter. Butter him up. Here. That I don't have that sound here. I could, though, probably have that sound. I think Dr. Andy, it's probably already in my DMs because he probably read your mind and knew that that's where you were going with this. Um, okay, so Pro Ninja says I think they were trying to heal out the storm. I mean, maybe it did take a long time. It did take a long time for them to die. So it may be that they were trying to like heal each other into the storm. But the problem is that like at that stage, it's probably a 2 or a 5 tick and you're going down. I'm sorry. Early in the season, early in the match, you could probably get away with that, but maybe not late. Abby says, speaking of the Grinch, did you know Cindy Lou from the live action movie is now the front runner for a hard rock band? Okay, I love that. That's terrific. Oh, Corey says this message is coming to you from a vet checkup for Was, Teeny, and Bear. Are they all good? It's just a checkup, so hopefully that means they're just okay. Ginster says I just did a non-buttery mustard sauce. Oh, when I read the that's how it's supposed to be done recipe, so I was like, so I take 1 package of butter, add a bit of honey, and then wait for a heart attack. Yeah, it's butter, lots of butter. Non-buttery mustard sauce sounds good though. What did you put it on? Because I think, aren't you vegetarian? I'm a fan of mustard generally, and I also still have wait, I can tell you how many. Hold on. Let's find out. I updated this. I have 280 mustard packets. We're almost halfway through them. Jane loves the Pretty Reckless so much. Oh, okay. Wait. Jane, will you put that in Discord for me so that I can look them up? Because I'm curious. I liked the movie, and she was especially adorable, and so I that would be a fun thing to check out. And I do tend to like hard rock. I also like pop, and I don't know. I like a lot of different kinds of music, but you don't get as much good hard rock these days, unless you know where to look for it. Corey says Teeny peed on Was on the ride over. Bear is flirting with the text nonstop. Sounds like cat. All right, so let's go ahead and just switch over to the food cams. Although I don't actually think I need this one at the moment. Doc says, are we talking about Jenny Humphrey? You ask me like I know things. I'm just the streamer. I don't know anything. It posted a little comment. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'll go look at it after stream because I'm curious about that. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is let's do the brown butter snickerdoodles first. I already made this dough. We have to line 2 baking sheets with parchment. I actually have preheated the oven, so that's going to go off in just a second. In a small bowl, combine the cinnamon and remaining 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. Let's get some cups. Some 1/4 cups. Hold on a second. Let me, I should have actually probably put away hold on. I should have probably actually put away all of the dishes this morning, but I didn't do that, so. Let's go through these and see if we can find appropriate sized cups. These are all too large. Do we have small ones somewhere? Yes. Yes, we do. All right, so we're going to get a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. I was saying to my bar teacher that I'm going to need like a sugar detox after this season. I bought an enormous package of peanut butter M&Ms and I'm basically finished with them. They're delicious. I love them. But they're not so good for me because they're too easy to just kind of like reach in and grab. I think probably a tiny little bowl will be okay for our 1/4 cup of sugar. And then let's just go ahead and throw this here. I kind of like the way I lined up everything yesterday. I don't think I'm going to be mixing as much stuff today though. And then cinnamon. How much cinnamon? Cinnamons. 2 teaspoons. Just have to open this. And I'll be, yes, sorry, we're talking about Jenny Humphrey. Ginster says, my delivery of the mustard supply I ordered last week just arrived when I was finishing making Brinner, brunch plus dinner, because it's late afternoon over here. So I decided on adding that. That sounds delicious. I am a big fan of anything mustard. I'm actually kind of baffled by people that don't like mustard. There's a place that I hang out occasionally that, I don't know that most of you know, because it's a guy that just plays Fortnite. That's pretty much all he plays. And his in his chat, his regular Fortnite duo is a person who doesn't like mustard at all and will like kind of throw a hissy fit if anybody mentions it. Which is pretty funny because I don't know, I think mustard's pretty good. How do you not like mustard? I've heard of people not liking mayonnaise, but I don't know anybody who doesn't like mustard, except this one person. All right. So let's just stir this up. Probably gonna have to do this with my hands because some of this sugar is sticking together. What? Pro Ninja doesn't like mustard either. Trombone Dalek doesn't like mustard. Oh my gosh. There's so many people who don't like mustard. Y'all are just hiding in the shadows. Are you just afraid to, are you guys, is this just like a safe space for the admission of a dislike of mustard? I mean, that makes me happy. I mean, I'm sad for you because I think mustard's great, but if you don't like it, you don't like it. It was just, I'd never heard of anybody not liking it before. And now I know 3 people who doesn't like it. Brigitte says mustard is highly situational. I don't think mustard, well, I mean, mustard is somewhat situational, but also hi Brigitte. How are you? Good to see you. Pro Ninja says don't like mayo or anything like that either. Do you guys like ketchup? Trombone Dalek and Pro Ninja, do you like ketchup? I'm just curious. Kamesy says, not a fan of mustard, but the Dijon stuff is good with Brussels sprouts. Mayo is top tier, though. Kamesy is also not a huge fan of mustard. This is like a conspiracy. It's like all y'all were just waiting for, how is it that I didn't know this? Like, mustard comes up in other places, especially places that almost all of us hang out routinely. So, like, how is it that I didn't know this about so many of you? Pro Ninja doesn't like ketchup either. Trombone Dalek says my main condiments are ketchup and ranch, not together though. Although you can put ketchup, well, you can put ketchup and mayo and pickle relish together, and then you get like Thousand Island, right? Kamesy says suddenly we all end up with a box of mustard sachets. Don't talk too loudly, he might hear you. Dr. Andy says I don't use mustard often, almost never by itself, like on a hot dog, but sometimes in cooking as an ingredient. I am 100% hot dog, mustard approved for hot dogs. Mustard, raw onion, raw white onion, and pickle relish. Preferably dill pickle relish, but sweet pickle relish will be fine in a pinch. All right, Ginster says I had a classic chopped, I think probably carrot, a diced onion, sweet bell pepper to the pan, to which I added about 2 handfuls of mustard, which is, I think, probably a specific brand. A bit of tomato concentrate, a splash of agave juice extract. Yeah, so like, agave, like sweetener, right? Like liquid sweetener, which is a vegan replacement for honey, a bit of seasoning, and some chopped herbs on stuff, finally creamed up with a bit of leftover creme fraiche. That actually sounds good. Trombone Dalek doesn't like pickles. Pro Ninja likes barbecue sauce, though. Okay, that's interesting, because barbecue sauce is like a lot ketchup, typically. Abby says, Abby is teleporting Brig to a field of mustard plants full of small yellow flowers in bloom, and it's one of the prettiest places she's been to. Kamesy really wants to try ranch. Kamesy, we could probably make that happen. I mean, I don't think you want little packets of ranch, but ranch dressing is shelf stable until you open it. Mom says I like mustard as an ingredient or part of a dip, but I only want scant mustard on sandwiches. I have limited tolerance for it. How did I not know my mother doesn't really like mustard? Lassie says mayo's better because of aioli. Aioli is fire. Yeah, carrot, not chariot. Yeah, I was picking up what you're putting down. Dr. Andy says, I'm not a fan of mayo because I'm one of those people who grew up in a house with only Miracle Whip, which is the worst, and ruined my palate for anything mayo related forever. I'm sorry. I do like aioli. Kamesy says, I wonder if South African mayo tastes better than US mayo because I only hear US people hate it. Doc says, no argument. That's pretty much how my mom did it. Mayo on everything, except it wasn't mayo. It was Miracle Whip. I think my mother's mother did that too. I think it was more of a Miracle Whip household. I think Miracle Whip's just sweeter, right? Doesn't it have like, doesn't it just have sugar in it? Brigitte says, I've never heard of scant mustard. Is that a US thing? Brigitte, please. Yeah, because Dad does it. Yeah, no, and Dad really likes Dijon mustard. I knew that. Like that much I knew. In fact, I think Dad would rather have mustard than mayo, typically. Okay. So I have here my brown butter sugar cookie or snickerdoodle dough. Using a medium cookie scoop, about 3 tablespoons. I think the cookie scoops are all down here. Give me just a second here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a pretty equal opportunity appreciator of all condiments. I can't think like of what. Let's look at a tablespoon and see if we can figure this out. Because none of my stuff is like sized that way. That's 1 tablespoon. Could that be 3 tablespoons? That seems like that could be 3 tablespoons, right? It seems kind of big. We'll do 1 and see what we think. Oh dear. Oh, okay. We're not going to start with that though, because that is rock hard. That's going to have to come up to temperature. So that can live over there for right now. I just pulled it out of the fridge, not thinking about the fact that it might be a little bit, very, 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 very cold. All right. So instead, let's start with these, which are the chocolate crinkle cookies, in which I need an entirely different dip for. Hold on a second. I'm doing my best here. All right. This got out of order. This is the Coquito cookies. Okay. All right. Chocolate crinkle cookies. We are going to, how big? Scoop 2 tablespoons of dough and roll into a ball. That sounds large, but we'll see. Okay. Ginster says, I'm not very fond. Oh, that's wrong. I hate sweet mustard. I love middle hot mustard, and I only like hotter on occasion. Sweet mustard. What would sweet mustard taste like? I don't know that I've had, like honey mustard? So, like, I've had honey mustard, obviously, and I guess that's sweet, and I do like that. I do like a whole grain mustard. It doesn't even have to be Dijon, but like a chunky mustard's good. I don't know. I do like mustard. Abby says the only Western condiments we have back home is ketchup. Ketchup is apparently ubiquitous. Okay. Mama says Bama was a Best Foods mayo only person. She had a caterer who said that no other brand had the same qualities and refused to use anything else for her catering. Dr. Andy says the risotto is stone cold. I don't know what that means. Ginster says also, I totally dislike or even hate anything that adds this toothpaste horseradish to the regular mustard mix. I love horseradish. I love horseradish. In fact, my very favorite pot roast recipe has a mustard horseradish gravy, and it's basically the only way I'll eat pot roast. Brigitte says Steve Austin brand risotto. I get that we're talking about a wrestler. I don't really get what that has to do with mustard or risotto. I'm very confused. Ginster says sweet mustard is the traditional nasty you eat to vice versa. Ah, okay. I don't really know what that is. Is that what you describe it? Is it white? Because I'm guessing based on the vice, is it white? And then Brigitte said the best mustard is Ginster hates horseradish. I'm not reading that. How much powdered sugar? It doesn't say. It just says roll it in powdered sugar. Okay, well, I have powdered sugar. We can put powdered sugar in a bowl somewhere. Maybe we'll use one of these. That seems reasonable. And then I'm gonna grab like maybe this, and we're gonna measure out some powdered sugar because I don't believe in not giving anybody like zero quantities for things. Like, at least give me an estimate, right? So we'll write it on the recipe and then add it to the recipe when we're done today. So let's start with that. Let's start with a cup of, hold on, let me get a pencil. A cup of powdered sugar. 1 cup. And we might need to add more, but that'll be okay. Okay, so Bavarian vice versa. The ultra stereotype of what you eat is a dish in Bavaria. I have no stereotype of a dish you eat in Bavaria. I don't know anything about Bavaria. This one's probably too small based on the recipe's requirements, but this looks like actually a good size for crackle cookies to me. I think 2 tablespoons looks like too much. So if the dough is too sticky, wet your hands. Roll dough into powdered sugar, coating well. Place on a baking sheet 2 inches apart. After rolling all the dough in powdered sugar, roll it again. All right, fine. We're just going to line those up for right now. In fact, you know what we're going to do? We're not going to do it this way at all. We're just not. We're going to do it this way. We're going to roll all of the cookies, and then we will roll them in powdered sugar, because that sounds like a much smarter idea to me. Mom says, I agree on the horseradish. I like a little horseradish and mustard, but some brands, looking at you, Trader Joe's, has way too much in their Dijon style. I only use that to make flavored aioli. I don't know. I have gotten very picky about my Dijon. I only buy these days actual Grey Poupon. And I don't know if it's the horseradish or what, but like the Wegmans brand mustard, Dijon mustard, has something in it that when reduced as like a cooking ingredient makes everything taste super bitter. And I'm not a fan of that. It's not spicy. It doesn't give you that kind of like front of your nose spiciness that like horseradish does. But the I'm gonna have to take off this sweater. This is gonna be too hot to do. Okay. Ginster says it is a stereotype as beer and sauerkraut and Oktoberfest, so I'm kind of surprised you don't know it. I think you're underestimating the extent to which Americans, as a general rule, have absolutely no idea what goes on anywhere else in the world. I do actually like try to combat that somewhat, and I have friends from all over, but I don't have like particular stereotypes about food from particular German regions. Maybe French a little bit more. Like, like Burgundy being kind of like heavy in beef stews and all that. And then like south of France being like seafood and that kind of thing. But like, for the most part, I don't have a lot of stereotypes. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Abdullah, hi. What about gingerbread? We are not making gingerbread this year. The only thing I have to do with gingerbread this year is make a ham. And I think I'm going to do that for Christmas. So I have plans because someone, Dr. Andy, redeemed gingerbread ham. And that sounds like a Christmas thing to me. So we're going to figure out what that means and do that for Christmas dinner. Mom says I roll crinkled cookies and put them in a plastic bag with sugar and shake. Instantly covered. This one wants me to shake them twice somehow. I don't know. We're gonna go back. We're gonna roll them. We're gonna go back and roll them again. It'll be fine. And then I'm not using additional plastic. I do understand the logic of that, but okay. Can you please not stick? Thank you. Ginster says I'm not a fan of Discord either. About every other time I open it, I guess I get greeted with, oh, must be your lucky day. Download the update here. I want to punch that person that thought it would be a great idea to torture Linux users with this so much in the face. I am not a Linux user, but I do know how many times a week Discord asks me to update, and it's excessive. I don't think most programs need multiple times a week updates. They could just hold them and do like a weekly update, maybe. I mean, unless there's like security patches or something, right? Like, I understand that as being like, if they discover there's like a security vulnerability or something, then they should change it. Brigitte says, on the other hand, new updates mean security fixes, etc. Yeah, but like, is it all security fixes? Because I feel like right now, I just read something in my feeds about Discord changing, like substantially changing their mobile interface to be more friendly to messaging. And what I thought was interesting about that is that I actually literally just got, like, I opened Facebook the other day because I needed to check out a work message. Which is pretty much the only reason I even like bother with Facebook anymore. And Facebook asked me to complete a survey about Facebook messaging. And one of the things that they seemed particularly concerned about was how much I use Discord for messaging. And I thought that was interesting because at this point, I use Discord for basically all of my messaging because all of my friends live in my computer. Mom says rolling twice is better, but I'm lazy and chronically multitasking. I guess I'm technically multitasking, but the only thing I really have to do is make cookies and like talk to you and keep track of the tech. Mom says it's never just security stuff, but they're an important reason to do updates. That's true. But like, if there's some kind of like a manual process that you have to go through, like, which I think was what Ginster is suggesting, that it might be nice to be able to like hold updates so that people don't have to do it. I mean, it's literally like, it's almost every day. It really is. Like, there's a Discord update almost every day. Mom says updates frequently mean patches from the last update that screwed things up. Do they even test the updates before releasing? I mean, I don't think you can kind of get away with like not testing anything before releasing. But I mean, if you're doing daily updates, I guess have to kind of question like how much testing are you doing? I don't know how many people work for Discord. I have noticed, though, that Discord does have kind of an unreasonable number of updates, like all the time. So I sympathize. It's actually pretty easy for me. I just download the update and relaunch it. But if it's a longer and more involved process, then I understand the frustration. Right. I'm glad I took my sweater off. This is like, I should have probably sprayed this this scoop too, because it's getting a little stuck. So does anybody else have any baking plans? I know not everybody has holidays this time of year, but like this is basically Christmas baking, right? And then tomorrow Hanukkah starts. Tomorrow night Hanukkah starts. And so we're going to do a kosher meal for Hanukkah tomorrow, even though that's not my holiday. I have a number of friends who do celebrate. and it's not something I typically take into account. So, and who do keep kosher. So, I just figured that would be a good opportunity to make some good kosher food. Brigitte says, yes, I plan to watch one of my favorite streamers make Christmas cookies. Wait, who's your favorite streamer who's making Christmas cookies? Do I know them? They sound fun. Ginster says, I don't think so. They release so frequently. It's like every 10 days. It's a lot. It is a lot. This is going to make a good number of cookies. I think I'm pleased about this. This is good. Oh, by the way, the Earl Grey tea cookies that I didn't burn yesterday turned out great. I'll show you. They're here, but I'll actually show you when my hands aren't actually covered in chocolate. I'll hold them up to the camera and stuff so you guys can see them. I really like, so I didn't have Earl Grey, and I ended up using Countess Grey from Fortnum and Mason, which has a little bit of, in addition to the bergamot, has a little bit of orange flavoring in it. And it's I thought it would be good, and I was right. I think it's actually even better than just the regular Earl Grey, in my opinion, with a little bit of the orange in it. I approve. I feel like, you could probably make it with most like strongly flavored black teas. Like there's probably teas within the Reapers and Steepers line, which is Dr. Andy and Fade Away and Coherence tea line that would make really good cookies. So I might have to try that as an experiment at some point. Just this recipe with one of those. There's a bunch of them that have like kind of baking spices in them. That would be really good, I think. Okay. Ginster says, in terms of baking, well, I planned to make ice cream cake, but my week is so busy, I probably have to delay it to mid-December. Just go with Lady Grey. Earl Grey is, in my opinion, rather flat. Interesting. Okay, so what's in Lady Grey? Because yeah, the one that I used had, in addition to the bergamot, the orange flavor. And that lent a nice quality to these. Mom says, I'd rather watch you make cookies than bake myself, but I have a great recipe for kolache cookies, so I want to try, so I'll probably make them. Brigitte, what's with the wiggly eyebrows? No, don't answer that question. You're the adult here today. Wait, oh, Dr. Andy's here. Dr. Andy's also an adult. Ginster says, Lady Grey is orange and lemon zest, a bit lighter on the tea side itself. Ooh, interesting. So that does sound like that would be good. It sounds like that would make good shortbread cookies, which is essentially what I made yesterday. With pulverized tea leaves in it. So my plan today is to see where we are, in terms of timing, is to see where we are, at about 1. And then like, if I have something that I can easily kind of like finish up, then we'll finish it up. But if we're at a good stopping point at 1, I think we'll probably raid out. So that's the plan. It's to stream until at least 1, but possibly a little bit later. That's where we're at. Dirtle, hi! Hello, it's me again, Aminal Lawyer. I want to ask on behalf of my client if perchance it is feeding time right now. It is, in fact, not feeding time. It is sleeping time. I should take a picture of him. He's asleep. He's pretty funny. He's asleep most of the time, honestly. But no, he got fed promptly. In fact, even perhaps a bit early at 6 a.m. or a little bit before. And he will be fed again at 6 p.m. as per our contract. You might want to review it again. Arcadia! Hi! Yes! Balls! Balls of fuckity doom. No, they're chocolate crinkle cookies, or they will be. But yes, balls. Hi, how are ya? Good to see ya. Shark shark. Um Dr. Andy is getting his end of year review from manager Kirby T Cat. He can't hear you, Leah. All right, fine, fair. Ginster says there's also Russian Grey, which is a mix between Lady and Earl Grey, also known as French Grey, produced by Twinings and others. Ooh, interesting. You can't feed Chester on kitchen days. Chester made too much of a nuisance of himself on kitchen days. Insisted on trying to be underfoot, and that is dangerous for him and me. So, there is no feeding Chester on kitchen days. Come back on Friday and you can feed Chester. Friday we're gonna play the new Lego Fortnite game. We're gonna play Minecraft in Fortnite with Legos for a while. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll find out. All right, let me just wash my hands. I'll be right back. Covered in cocoa powder. I wonder if we have gloves. I should have looked, because this would make that a lot easier. Then I could just take the gloves off. Oh my gosh, getting this cookie dough off my hand is turning out to be kind of a problem. It's very sticky. Okay. Okie dokie. Opting out says, thank goodness for this. It's been hours since I've seen a good cookie stream. Has it though? Has it? Has it been even 12 hours? Oh wait, no, it has. It's been, well, I mean, a good cookie stream. I don't know. Could have been eons. But since there hasn't been a cookie stream since about 6:30 last night. Right. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll all of these once in powdered sugar. Also, hi, opting out. I'm glad you're good. I am also good, if a little bit sore from bar. As it turns out, though, as predicted, streaming every day, and also going to bar on a schedule has done wonders for my mental health already. So, even though I have a tendency to put a little bit too much pressure on myself, and that causes a little bit of stress, we're working on it. We're doing the best we can. Dirtle says, yes, we should review the contract. My client wants to explore the possibility of hourly feedings. I am not even going to negotiate that. Find a different table. That's, you know how you can like get up and walk away from the bargaining table? I think that would be what would happen if someone suggested hourly feedings. Fort, craft, mine, knight, mine, fork, craft knife. Wait, craft knife is a thing. Oh my god, it is. It's craft knife. You guys are geniuses. You guys are so much better at naming things than the Lego Fortnite people are. I mean, I know they have to like worry about things like branding and stuff, but craft knife is 100% the way to go. Ginster says gloves do indeed help, preferably made with nitrile instead of latex. Yeah, and that's what I used to use at the bakery, and I actually did have a pack of them, but I feel like at various points during the pandemic, there were people that wanted you to wear gloves for various things, and so we used them up. But I should probably order more because that would make my life easier. Gloves, what a great idea. I'm gonna get me some for meatballs. Yes, and I do, especially with specifically cocoa powder cookies. They're nice because it does kind of like stick to your hands and make everything messy. Dirtle says, okay. How about every other hour? How about twice a day? And not at all in the middle of the night. with the occasional treat thrown in as an unscheduled bonus. Wait a second. I feel like this is like an actual employment contract. It's like, no, we're not going to actually give you any more money, aka feedings. Why don't we just throw an occasional spontaneous pizza party? That's good enough, right? Uh, put it good fork, block night. Yeah, way to negotiate, Dirtle. Can't get what you don't ask for. That is fair. Oh no. Look, craft night, craft night, min goat, len goat, and worse. Oh no. Oh dear. You know what? I know they said to roll these twice, but it really doesn't. I don't think it needs it. Do we really think it needs it? I mean, I'm not unwilling. I just think it's kind of silly. Like, these are very, very coded. All right. Let's be a little bit more. I mean, I guess we could coat them again. Should we do them their way? But we're going to do them a few at a time. I mean, I guess those are more coated. It's fine. Turtle says, I got myself some boxes of gloves when the pandemic started, but not for the pandemic, but for touching corpses in anatomy class. I'm glad you used gloves. That seems like a good idea. I think it's funny that Dirtle is cosplaying a lawyer when he's actually a doctor, or is gonna be a doctor. Like, how many professions do you actually need, Dirtle? Also, you must really like school. Psst, psst, say ad libitum, Dirtle. I don't know what that means. Lamino forts. Wait, Turtle says, Leah, I declare ad libitum. Is that a Legally Blonde quote? I don't know what that means. That was a very clever movie. I liked that movie a lot. Legally Blonde. All right, let's, well, all right, hold on a second. Can I do this? Can I do this with my knuckle? I probably can. I'm going to take these over here. Wait, can we? I only got a little bit of powdered sugar on my keyboard. That's fine, right? These are supposed to be 2 inches apart. So that looks like about 2 inches apart, which means that I think we can put 12 on here. I'm just going to put these in the oven. And then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. And then we've got these, which are just going to sit in their piles of powdered sugar and like it. Let me rinse my hands. I don't know what's going to happen with all that powdered sugar. Hopefully it just doesn't burn. Right. So we put the the cast iron back in the oven. I'm going to have to probably do something about that because that's not a convenient place for these right now. Right. So, here we go. All these cookies are going in the oven at once. Probably unwise. I'm doing it anyway. Okay. Right. Right. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Regina's picturing Doodle dressed as Phoenix Wright. I'm picturing Doodle as dressed as Phoenix Wright with little dog ears, like little Chester dog ears. Um, that's the point of cosplaying, isn't it? To be what you're not. Yes, that's true. Opting else is my friend. A friend of mine had a classmate in vet school who had already done medical and law schools. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this person just really liked school. It's to be found on. I missed what was found on Wikipedia. He's practicing. Every doctor thinks they don't need lawyers. No offense, just an observation. Oh gosh. More accurate. Okay, apropos Wikipedia, dropping the Vice first link in the Discord now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you doing that, especially as Discord is disagreeable. Discord is discordant. Mom says, more accurately, doctors think they shouldn't need lawyers, in my opinion. Free legal advice for doctors. Don't make business deals or investments without having a lawyer look at it. There you go. As lubibum is a legal term that means I'm going to lurk now because I'm going to the grocery store. All right. Have fun at the grocery store, Turtle. We see you when you get back. Get lots of good foods. Okay, there's a website called Worst Circle. Okay. Yeah, objection. The only reason I know that is because it's my friend it's my friend the Googs sound, the objection sound from Ace from Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is my friend the Googs sound that means this. Also, hi Santa, hi. How are you? It's good to see you. Mom says if I were a doctor and a lawyer, I would want to work with only animals, so vet school makes sense. And Santa says, objection! All right, Brigitte wants Dirtle to show us the evidence to back up your claims, Mr. Birtle, or I'll have to continue in contempt. We're gonna have to back up his claims of going to the grocery store? You want Dirtle to take pictures at the grocery store? Actually, I don't know what a Swiss grocery store looks like. That could be kind of fun. All right, Zertle says, Santa, I'll give you some time to rethink your objections while I'm at the store. And Santa says, I have time to object to my objections. Bet. Oh dear. Right. Okay. So we have our chocolate crinkle cookies in the oven. We have to bake them until they puff and crack about 14 minutes. I'm going to put them in for 15 and hope that that's enough, because I don't really want to reset the timer because apparently I'm not good at it. After I burned a bunch of cookies yesterday. Anyway, so here's the remainder of the extant Earl Grey tea cookies, except they're not Earl Grey tea cookies. They're what do you call them? Countess Grey cookies. They're a little thick. I cut them a little thicker than I intended. Excuse me. Can you focus? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I cut them a little bit thicker than I intended. Not a lot thicker, but like they held their shape nicely, which is good. But I overworked the dough a little bit. I think I might just remake these. They usually have a better texture than these ones. The flour was really dry. And Santa has made this official by treating me with the cookie that's currently in my mouth. Thank you, Santa. I'm actually also going to put the kettle on, because I could do with some more caffeine, if I'm honest. That one's got caffeine in it. Yes, it's official. Okay, so Ginster, so I said what I originally wanted to say about baking is the ice cream cake was supposed to be my starting point for my cookie baking season that normally starts around November and ends about March. I mean, it's one way to keep the house cozy. I love this stuff. It's so good. Right. So this is hard mode plus. This comes from one of the Reapers and Steepers line of teas that my friend Dr. Andy 23 and Super Liz and Fatale, I'm just gonna eyeball this, have invented. This one is supposed to taste like whiskey, and it kind of does, like aged whiskey. It's got kind of a smokiness to it. Apparently, I just inhaled that cookie. The remainder of that cookie. Not ideal. My turtle mug. Oop. Losing earbuds. Opting out says you're a half dozen days into a streaming streak. Shouldn't you be on trucker pills by this point? No. You know what? I'm doing okay. I did have a moment yesterday where I was like, what on earth am I doing? Why am I doing this? After I burned half the cookies, I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna maybe have to be a little bit more relaxed about this whole thing. So this morning I was like, okay, we're just gonna do what we can do, and if we don't finish everything, it's fine. No, just a little more caffeine is probably good for right now. Also, I had coffee yesterday. I'm also doing this thing where I'm forcing myself to leave the house every day. Revelation, I know. But when you're self-employed and don't have anywhere to go unless you're like going to exercise class, like there's nothing I have to go do. Sometimes leaving the house becomes optional. Yesterday I went to I went and got coffee at my favorite coffee place, which is actually really close by, and I should do it more often. And then I realized that there was an upholstery shop next door, and I have these chairs that we bought that need to be reupholstered. And so I thought I'm just going to poke my head in there and see what they would charge me for them to do it. First of all, they only need 2 yards of fabric, and I thought I was going to have to order way more than that. And then they told me it was going to be $60 per chair, which is not great, but isn't terrible. And I might do it. I haven't decided yet. So yesterday turned out to be a really good day, and I didn't talk about that, but that's what I did. But now I had coffee. I had extra coffee yesterday, so now I need extra caffeine today because otherwise I'll get a headache. You ought to drink it, not inhale it. Well, I would at least eat it. Yeah, in that particular case, but yes. Ooh, yay, boner pills? No, I don't need Brigitte. All right, Mom's is off to start the workday. You'll be on in the background. Bake on. All right, good luck. Have fun. Do good work. Be a better lawyer than Dirtle. Snorting cookies is a little like trucker pills. Please don't snort cookies. I'm gonna need my mother to write me another disclaimer. Yeah, I thought that sounded like way too much fabric. I mean, so typically, like I've heard half to 3/4 of a yard, I guess, depending on the pattern. But like, if you're just going with like a black boucle or something, then do you really need all that extra fabric? Apparently not. And if you're a pro, you really don't. Okay, so here's the chocolate crinkle cookies. Those are in the oven. Let's get these brown butter snickerdoodles and see if we can actually budge them. Also, that was way too much powdered sugar. I mean, it's good. It's better to have like extra powdered sugar than to not have enough. But like, I think I would probably cut that down to at least 3/4 of a cup and not 1 cup, which is why people, if you're writing a recipe, you should include quantities for everything, whether you want to or not. Lassie says this isn't hard to be a better lawyer than Dirtle. I mean, I don't know. I've never been a lawyer. Could be. I don't know. Maybe. Right. So let's see if we can scoop this now. I'm not optimistic. It's still rock hard. Oh, also Brigitte says we have an upcoming ad break. Well, that's good. So then we don't have to figure out what we're going to do. Where is my ad break stuff? Oh, I don't have it open. I have it open on here because I thought that was so smart, and then I used it to like, there we go. Oh, yeah, right. We are in an ad break. So let's go ahead and take a quick little break for 3 minutes. I'll be right back. And we're back. Yes, Chester is dreaming back to the time when they were roaming in packs, hunting down prey and domesticating humans. Precisely. I'm gonna need to figure out a way to make that incoming ad break notification that I get make noise. Because this is not working for me. I think I also need a second monitor, but like I'm gonna leave it open on my laptop for now, and hopefully we'll do a better job for the rest of the stream today. Whatever, we're doing our best. It's fine. Okay, so those have another 4 minutes on them, and that's about how long the tea's gonna steep. So this is cool. Right. So I scooped one of these cookies just to see if I could see what would happen. Oh, wait. And it seems to have worked all right. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to scoop these. It's a little bit difficult, but it won't be that bad. We're going to do our best. Scooping more cookies. I don't really know that these need to be
They
like...
got
Oh!
the mustard.
Hi, Peach. What a way to announce yourself. Good to see ya. How are you? How are things? Has the jet lag improved at all? And yes, thank you for that shout out for Peach, Brigitte. So Peach's Place has done the vast majority of my emotes. They are all fabulous. She's also a fabulous streamer in her own right. And if you have not followed her, you should do that. She's currently on a little bit of a break because she is not near her computer. We'll just say that. But yeah, so follow Peach if you haven't already. Tremendous artist. Also does lots of good horny art if you're into that. Via her Patreon. So, okay, indeed, not waking up at 5 a.m. anymore. Win. Amazing. That's really good. 5 a.m. Oh my God. Although I have to say, I think Grog gets up about 5 every morning. I don't get up until 6, but, you know. I guess there are worse things. But if you don't want to be awake at 5 and you're planning the rest of your schedule accordingly, then yeah, waking up at 5 is kind of a problem. How am I? I'm good. I'm actually good. I didn't really mean to be scooping rock hard cookie dough, like rock hard refrigerated cookie dough, after doing a weightlifting class at bar today. So this is a little bit of a challenge, but it's fine. We're just going to take our time, do the best we can. Aha! All right. Lassie would like to know what present Chester Claus is bringing to Sheila, whose birthday is in November. Give me just a second. Okay. Right. We have our list of Chester Claus presents, courtesy of Brigitte. We are going to November, and Chester Claus is bringing Sheila dino puppets. 2 of them. What would you name them, Sheila? What kind of cookies am I making? I am making brown butter snickerdoodles right now. And also there are chocolate crinkle cookies in the oven, which are almost done. Literally 30 seconds. So these are going to be dipped in this cinnamon sugar mixture as soon as I'm done scooping them. And they're a little bit speckled. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? Let me put this up here. Nope, it's too bright. I don't know if you can see that they're a little speckled. They're a little bit speckled because of the browned butter. The little browned butter solids in there, which will give them kind of like a nutty quality without having any nuts in them. All right, That is the timer. As soon as I'm done scooping this, I'm going to attend to that timer so that I don't burn any more cookies. They're kind of hard. Okay. Right. So, these are supposed to be puffed and cracked. And they're supposed to look a little underdone, which means these are definitely done. Super done. So done. Yeah, those ones are probably perfect. The ones on the middle shelf are perfect. The ones on the lower shelf are also perfect. Ha ha ha! Amazing. I'm so pleased. Right. What temperature does the oven have to be at for these? 350. Amazing. Love it. Leslie says, I guess it's the thought that counts. All right. Abby wants to know if he's coming down to get some cookies. I mean, I would love to see you if that is an option. So last year I did do a giveaway, and I did end up mailing cookies to some people. Because I'm not doing like the full normal slate that I normally do. I'm only doing single batches of all of these. I don't know how many cookies I'm going to have this year. So we're going to have to see after Thursday, or potentially later if it takes me too long, to make these, whether that's something we might do this year or not. Oh, also I got to take who oversteeps their tea? Got to take the tea out. There we go. There. Yeah, so we might do that again this year, or we might not. It just depends on how many cookies I have. Because I have these are also the thing that I give to people like the condo community manager and like our next door neighbor and like people like that. Peaches is still so mad. I bet my neighbor Peggy stole the cookies. Oh no. Yeah. So I tried to send cookies to Peaches last year and failed. I also sent cookies to Mother of Penguins. And I sent cookies to, there was one other winner. I think there were 3 winners. But yeah, but the problem is, Peach, if I send you cookies this year, then Nux is going to send you pictures of all the cookies you missed out on. I might have to wait until you're like back in the country and send you your own very careful batch of cookies. Lassie says, I'd be a bit surprised if Chester Claus does not eat the dino. No, not dino nuggets, dino puppets. Puppets, like the ones I have. The dino puppets. Also, hello. Yes, it is. Hello there, and happy Wednesday. I heard the word chocolate crinkle cookies and came running. Yes, there's chocolate crinkle cookies right back there. Or right. Wait, hold on. Can I point at the screen? There, here. Yeah, we made the dough, not batter. We made the dough for those yesterday, and I baked them off this morning. And they look pretty good, although I haven't had one yet. Waiting for them to cool. And then right now I am in the process of scooping brown butter snickerdoodles. So that's what I'm doing right now. Peggy needs to be taken down a peg. Absolutely. Lassie says, wait, Abby, no. Nobody's making out with pies. No. Oh, she was a terrible neighbor. What? He's getting better at that? Wait, who's getting better at what? Oh, Nux taking pictures of cookies that you missed out on? I don't know if puppets are better. All right, well, yeah, Chester tried. And that's the important thing when it comes to presents. Also, yes, it is. Hi and welcome to here. Did I say that? I've lost track of everything because that's just how I am. Hobby says no, but hugs will be given out for sure. Yes, hugs are great. Hugs are fabulous. Okay. Peaches says no need. My new neighbors are nice and live in front of the park manager. No one steals my shit no mo. That's good. Yeah, so Peaches, you'll have to tell me. Well, I mean, I assume we'll know when you're back in the country because you'll stream, and then we will see your lovely smiling face on our Twitch screens once again. And won't that be a glorious day? Yes. And it doesn't have to be like 8 different kinds of cookies. I could just like make just a regular batch of cookies and mail them all to California. Um So, I don't know how I feel about the size of these. I feel like, for the most part, I think this is probably about what they had in mind. But I feel like these might be a little, I feel like these might be a little bit big. I guess we'll see how much they spread. And you've got so much butter in them. Yeah, obviously, if I had a car, I would for sure bring pies down with me for cookies. Oh my gosh. Pies and Abby together. I don't even know what I would do. I would probably die of happiness. I'm losing this thing. Okay, what time is it? It's only 12:16. Okay. All right. We're doing good. We're doing pretty good. The farther down I've gotten in this bowl. So I made this dough yesterday and then put it in the refrigerator overnight, which the recipe said was perfectly fine to do. But it's very, very, very hard. So I probably should have taken it out about half an hour or 45 minutes before stream, and then it would have been easier to scoop, but it's all right. So I think we may get to at least mix our Grinch cookies today. Hopefully. And then I might, depending on how late it is, I might bake them off stream. Because I do want them done before Grog gets home. Because this is supposed to be a surprise for him. I don't think he knows that I'm doing it. Unless one of you told him. Abby says if I had a car, I'd be spending so much time traveling. It was so easy back home just to get on a public transport and go. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so the good thing about living in the US, right, is that we do have very good roads, right, for the most part. Our roads are very good, and highway system is kind of miraculous and everything. But that basically came at the expense of public transportation infrastructure. So like it's not like you can just get on a train and like go somewhere. It's not as easy as it is like, for example, in the UK, which is a terrific place to hop on a train and go somewhere. Despite the fact that they complain about their train system endlessly, at least they have one. We do not. I think I'm just going to do 6 per tray because I'm not entirely sure how far these are going to spread. And I'm a little bit concerned about that. Peach the same. Ginster says 3 broken glasses and cleaning up other people's blood. I'm back. Oh no. Oh dear, it sounds like you've had quite an accident. I hope things are right over there. Okay, so, Abby says very good roads. Leah, you've not been to Western New York. The Rust Belt is awful to drive in. I mean, I believe you, but here's the thing. Um, my view of good roads is going to be forever shaped by a drive that we made in the Cotswolds where there was no highway. It was windy ass back roads with 12-foot hedges on either side. In theory, a 2-lane road, 1 lane this way, 1 lane going the other way, driving on the wrong side of the road, steering a manual transmission car with the wrong hand. Okay? I will never complain about American roads ever after driving on that
I'll
road
have
in the
what she's
Cotswolds.
If we were fighting an undead centaur, would we be beating a dead horse?
Lassie, thank you for the bits. That's very funny. Abby says, but definitely better than the roads in Nepal, you see? Ginster says that sounds like that public transport situation sounds like Germany, but better. Wait, does Germany not have good trains? I thought all of Europe had good trains. Ginster says, not me, my flatmate had. Apparently he's playing unpaid technical support hotline for his mother, was trying to grab himself. Oh, I see. Yeah, so a little bit of an accident, but hopefully, yeah, I'm glad to hear that everyone's mostly okay. Arcadius is 2 lanes. That's a big road for the Cotswolds. It was terrifying. I hated it. It was so bad. Okay, the cinnamon is sticking and the sugar isn't, and this is very annoying to me. I feel like I want more sugar on top of these cookies. I mean, they're cookies. They're supposed to have sugar on them. There you go. Ginster says, and then he tried cleaning it up and made the bad choice to pick stuff up. Oh no! I mean, I understand the impulse, but not usually the best decision. Aha! Arcadia is Cotswolds adjacent. I see. Yeah, we went to Stonehenge and to see Roman things, ruins of baths. I don't know. Anyway, and I walked around some aristocrats' park. It was interesting. Like it was a lot of grass. It was a lot of grass. It was basically like, yeah, like kind of amazing that one person could own that much land and have it just all be grass that someone clearly mows carefully on a regular basis. Wild. Okay, Abby says, yeah, you're driving in Nepal on a cliff over a river that's 600 feet down, double lane, no asphalt, no road barriers, and 17-year-olds zooming through the roads like no tomorrow. Abby, remind me to never, ever, ever try to drive in Nepal. Can you just program like a reminder to like maybe like once a year tell me that again so that it never occurs to me to go drive a car in Nepal? Okay, Ginster says German is first in being last in everything. Horrible derelict public infrastructure, garbage internet, and so on. Oh, and that myth about the great German health insurance is about as good as the NHS. So, pretty bad. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that because I don't know. I guess I did have stereotypes about Germany. Like, I kind of thought that Germany was kind of amazing. Maybe it's just Germans that are amazing. Because like I feel like I've known a handful of Germans and they've been like really good people who speak like amazingly good English, which is kind of impressive considering it's not their first language as a rule. Hi, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to here. So Arcadia says, if you really want to terrify an American, so show them the Swindon Magic Roundabout. Oh no. Okay, I don't know what that looks like. I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm gonna wash my hands right now so that I can Google it. I'm covered in sugar and cinnamon. Right. Okay. So, okay, wait. Oh, Italy in the Alps. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Um, okay. Abby says pretty much, but that's mostly, has most of Nepal, so only the capital and the narrow lower regions are safe. You cook at your day center. Very cool. These days, I just cook in my kitchen. I used to be a professional baker, but I'm not anymore. Brigitte says, whatever you do, don't Google Cardiff Magic Roundabout. I feel like anything described as a magic roundabout in the UK is, I guess, inherently sus. Ginster says it's about 20 to 25 of putting their head in the sand while sitting on their hands and twiddling thumbs. The German government and all officials, like local media and nationwide, is just leaving things and not investing, and the result is this current joke. Well, 20 to 25 years. I got it. Okay. Hi, King. Hi, how are you? Oh my God, you're a little. It looks like a little. What do you call him? What's his name? What's the name of the guy that eats the everything and turns into the thing? What's the name? Kirby. That's the name, right? Because it's the same as Kirby T Cat. Okay, but Lassie says this better be more than just a roundabout. Yeah, it should. You should enter the roundabout in Cardiff and exit it in Swindon, right? Shouldn't that should be the magic, right? Okay, let me stick these in the oven. Okay, so 12 to 14 minutes. Okay. So the ones in the middle cooked best. So we're going to put the most of them in the middle. And then we're going to put these ones in the bottom. Oops, hold on a second. I got to open this a little bit further. So let's go ahead and set it for... I'm going to set it for 14. I feel like my oven is just a little bit low. I have to take the temperature of it at some point. Kirby was in the new Mario movie. I haven't seen that. King wants to know what is on the menu today. Cookies. It's cookies. It's just all cookies. We're just doing cookies. That's it. No, nothing else. Just cookies. Abby says I put a picture in one of the rows. And okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna go look at this because I'm both terrified and intrigued. Let's see. And general chat. Okay. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, spoiler for acrophobia. So yeah, Grog will not be looking at this. Okay. I mean, okay, so the 17-year-olds tearing down the road sounds terrible. But like, it's definitely wider than that road we drove on in the Cotswolds. I still don't know that I would want to do that though. You're probably right. Okay. Abby says I put a picture of one of the roads in yeah, okay. Not in the Mario movie. Oh, I see. Hi, Andy. Hi, Yoo-hoo. How are you? It's good to see you. Ginster says if we're lucky, Germany is at least going to get one thing done. That is the current government legalizing. Oh, good. I think in Virginia, we are decriminalizing, but this is not a national thing yet, at least not in the United States. Should you wear gloves in your kitchen? Everybody has their own policies about that. I think you should do whatever your food safety manager tells you to do. I am not an expert in this regard and I don't want to get anybody into trouble. That's a 2-lane road. Oh no. Oh, okay. I thought that was a 1-lane road. I thought it was just one. Oh no. No. We're not going to be doing that. No. No 2-lane roads that look like that. No. Thank you anyway. The chocolate crinkles look amazing. Yes, thank you. Those did turn out good. I'm going to have to actually check and see how they taste. Mm, for your disability, you can at work. Ginster says actually the Dutch are on it as well. Funny because everybody else thought they already did, but turns out it wasn't. They just didn't follow up on any regular usage. Oh, interesting. I actually thought that was a thing there. I thought it was totally legal. Is it really not? That's really interesting. Wash your hands regularly and it will be fine, Lassie says. Yes. Arcadia, if you would like to join the Discord, wait, hold on a second. I'm not sure where all my mods are at the moment. They may be busy doing other things because I think they're getting ready to go live. Where is the Discord button? There. I can push the Discord button. I have it kind of locked down so that if you're not a VIP or a mod, you can't throw it out there. But you are welcome to join. Abby says, yeah, and they drive like it's a paved road on a freeway. Oh no. And I don't wash meats. Yeah. No, I don't either. I don't either. I sometimes if they're very wet, I will dry them with a paper towel and throw out the paper towel. But other than that, no. Just like to brown it for proper browning and stuff, but I don't wash them. That just spreads the bacteria around. We don't like that. Right. Okay. So, you guys, we got 2 cookies in the oven. This is amazing. Right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually get started on these Grinch cookies. So I actually, I found here these. I need green food coloring. And you guys, look what I bought. Look, I'll show you. They're so cute. They're so cute. These are basically going to be like little green cookies with heart sprinkles. See, look, wait, I'll show you. Lassie says that's okay, but some people wash meats and swear you have to wash everything, and I wish I could slap those people. Yeah, those people are just wrong. That I'm willing to say that those people are just wrong. Yeah. Look at how cute they are. The cute little hearts. And there's going to be one single tiny heart in the middle of each cookie. Isn't it so great? It's so great. Ginsters is in the Netherlands. They kind of forgot to think a bit further, and now they have these blooming cocaine and other illegal drug market issues. They're supposed to be allowed to sell and own, but not cultivate. It's extremely weird. I see. Aren't you supposed to wash chicken? No. Definitely not. In fact, especially don't wash chicken because that just sends the salmonella. This is disgusting. I'm sorry. Sends the salmonella all over your sink as opposed to just in like the package and then in the pan. So yeah, definitely. If you have to rinse your pork or whatever, if you feel compelled, you got to do that, then fine. But, but definitely don't rinse chicken. That's a big no. And that's I mean, at least according to the FDA, like according to the US government, don't rinse your chicken. Eon says picture of the magic roundabout in Discord, unless I missed you checking it out. No, you didn't. I only saw Abby's terrifying Nepalese road. Oh no. Oh no. No, that's also a big no. No, thank you. No, we don't want to do that either. How about I just, I have to say, as much as I bitch about the public transportation situation in the United States, I really do have to love our highways. I mean, 6 lanes on either way, and sometimes there's traffic, but mostly there's not, at least not like if you are like avoiding rush hour time, and you can just get on the highway and you go, and 2 hours later you're in Philadelphia. It's amazing. What am I doing? Okay, so they're supposed to start test runs with official legal selling this month. Okay, interesting. Very good. Brigitte says I work in public health, and I can tell you washing is only good for removing debris, but splatters contaminants. Yes. Lassie wants to know if any Grims die in cooking. What? Germs. It's probably not Grims. It's probably germs. Yes, any germs die in cooking. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, Ginster says, so at best, just don't eat chicken. Yeah, spoken like a true vegan. Ginster has posted about the Weisswurst in the Discord and the food chat channel. Oh my gosh, you guys are all like providing me with all of this information. Yeah. Okay, so that was what I pictured. That was in fact what I pictured. Oh, and the Bavarian pretzel with it. I love it. Oh, wait, Ginster. Wait, hold on a second. What's your favorite thing to do with this? Look what I bought. I mean, I don't know. It's got eggs in it, and you're vegan, so but you know things, and so I'm sure you know this. What do you do with this? What should I do with this? I'm excited to use it. I found it at the German grocery store. Why would anyone go to Philly? Because there are people we love in Philly. That's why. Kamesy says, in my culture, it's pretty much standard fare to rinse chicken. I'm not going to tell anybody that their culture is wrong. I'm just saying what the FDA says about spreading contaminants. Arcadia says it actually works really well, but says despite looking like spaghetti, that looks terrifying. It looks like I would get lost and end up going the wrong direction on a one-way road. Ginster says my guess was always this Weisswurst is what Terry Pratchett was joking about. More like some kind of bread than sausage. Brigitte says it varies culture to culture. I can only speak for Welsh recommendations. Exactly. Abby says mine too. My mom used to do it all the time. There you go. So, and Nepal, maybe similar. Okay. Then yes, but only for the people. I missed what we're talking about there. Dirtle's back, and we still haven't fed Chester. So sorry, Dirtle. Sorry, Lawyer Dirtle. Lassie says, but on that note, I should go buy Leah Waterfoot. Have a great something. Take a squid. There's only one squid. There's usually multiple squid. I'm not really complaining. Bye, Lassie. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the bits. I don't think I said that because I was laughing about the undead centaur dead horse thing. Anyway, have a good day. We'll see you soon. Bye. Kamesy says spreading contaminants makes sense. You'd have to be really careful with your workstation when rinsing chicken. Yes. The salmonella poisoning is strong with chicken rinse. Yeah, could be. Yeah. Dirtle says I now have food at home and I'm eating dessert before dinner because apparently my lawyer is better than Chester's. Wait, no. You're just doing the thing you're supposed to do in here, which is this. Which is this. There. Hobby says we used to do it outside the house and then bring it in. Okay, that might be a different story. That is a good point. Because if you're doing it outside the house, you're not worried about spreading contaminants around the kitchen. Welcome to the complaint department, Squid. I love the fact that I just I love the fact that I just accept that as a thing. That's oh my god. Right. Grinch cookies. Let's do Grinch cookies. Oh my god, you guys. So funny. I need to find green food coloring, I think is the next thing. Preheat the oven to 350. Well, it's already at 350. Line 2 baking sheets with parchment. In a large bowl, whisk flour, baking soda, and salt. All right, let's do it. Let's go. We're here. Flour. Here's the flour. Mom says I cannot represent you or Chester. I have a conflict of interest. What is your conflict of interest? Out of interest. You're not allowed to represent family members? I'm honestly like, there's no blood relation to Chester. I mean, Chester is at best a friend. Can you not represent a friend? Is that unethical? 2.25 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay. All right. Ginster says you could make some meat and a dark sauce to go with it. Traditional options may include sauerbraten, Bavarian or Franconian, or just classic mushroom cream sauce. That sounds amazing. And then make the noodles according to the instructions provided on the package and add a bit of salad. That sounds terrific. The only place I've ever had spatzel was actually in a French restaurant. It was rabbit in I believe a mushroom cream sauce, actually, but it was rabbit, and I'm not gonna go in pursuit of wabbit. So I'll have to maybe pork. Maybe pork. Sauerbraten, though. I don't think I've ever had that. Maybe we'll have to go back to the German grocery store and find that. Arcadia says my mom would have 100% represented Blue, or as she called him, her grand dog, against me. Oh no. Was your mother a lawyer? Oh wait, you guys don't have lawyers. You have solicitors and what's the other kind? You have two kinds of lawyers, neither of which is actually a lawyer. Turtle says pork might probably work, but maybe some sort of game would be better. That's the thing, right? So they served it with rabbit, and that's the thing that I'm trying to replicate, but I'm unwilling to go in pursuit of rabbit. 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I need a teaspoon of baking soda, which is up here. It's not where it belongs, which is okay. Sauerbraten is normally made from beef. Sour is sour, marinated in vinegar for several days. That actually sounds really good. I do like vinegar things. Arcadia says solicitors and barristers both are generically lawyers. Okay. And a solicitor does the thing that our lawyers do, and a solicitor does like contracts and stuff, and barristers go to court. Is that right? Mom says your interests are diverse and I have relationships with you both and therefore cannot maintain a confidential relationship with you both. Can you tell I'm doing an ethics continuing education today? Turtle says if not rabbit, then deer. You vastly overestimate our ability to get game that we don't shoot ourselves. And I've never actually done that. The only things I've ever shot are in Fortnite. I don't think that counts. If it's well done, the meat is really going to melt on your tongue. Okay, I'm very intrigued by this. I think we might have to go back to the German grocery store. I'm going to post stuff in Discord. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So Arcadia says, yeah, I did a law degree and then decided I didn't want to be any kind of lawyer. Understandable. What about Abby? Are you trying to get me arrested? Mom says also, I consider Chester my grandpuppy, but since you were my child, I cannot represent your child against you. Boar is still wild game. The closest I can get to boar is pork. Wait, maybe not. I could get bison. I could probably get bison. I think they have bison at the grocery store. Okay. Baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking soda and half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Why is everybody trying to get me to use kosher salt today? These recipes are all kosher salt. I'm not actually convinced that these people know what kosher salt is. Anyway, half a teaspoon is not overwhelming, so that's probably fine. Right. Oh, the thing went off. Nobody told me the thing went off. These are all puffy. Are they done? How do you tell? These seem done. I guess these seem done. Okay, I'm going to leave this in the oven for just a second while I move these into the other room because I need space. I need space in order to be able to pull these out. Really, what I need is a speed rack, but I'm unwilling to store a speed rack in my house for the one time a year that I have multiple trays of cookies cooling. Yeah, these seem good. And I think I would say, yeah, those maybe don't seem quite done. And these ones definitely don't seem quite done. Okay, so we're gonna let those, we're gonna set another timer for a couple of minutes. It's weird that these ones seem perfect and the other ones seem a little bit underdone. Abby says no, but they're all like 110 years already. Why? What? Turtle says, don't worry, Fire Mom. Chester already has excellent legal representation. Yes, Turtle is Chester's animal lawyer. Boar and pork are not the same thing. Ask Obelix. I don't know who that is. But isn't a boar just a pork? A pork that runs around and gores people instead of living in a farmyard? You guys' hard mode plus is so good. I might have to get more of it. Here we go. All right. Brigitte has come out of lurk to say, wait. You don't know Obelix? You don't need no Obelix from Asterix and Obelisk? No, I don't. I mean, I'm vaguely aware of the existence of Asterix, but otherwise, no. Yes, actually, excellent advocacy anyway. Actual crime? What? It's a children's comic book. Why would I be interested in that? Okay, so we're gonna whisk this. Hold on a second. Let me whisk this together. Give it some whiskey business, as Joshua Weissman says. There we go. 2 sticks of butter softened. We're going to soften our butter in the butter melting machine because I didn't take it out before stream because I wasn't sure we would get to this. We are into butter pound number 2. So much butter. Oh my goodness. Do these look dunner now? No. What happens when you put more cookies in the oven than the oven is technically designed to hold? Okay. Oh no. Oh dear, I have offended my entire chat. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna be over here softening butter in the butter melting machine. Okay. Turtle says, oh no, you did not just call Asterix a children's book. Asterix and Obelix are honestly a lot of fun. It's smart and funny and goes right over children's heads. And mint doesn't go along with either? Mint? Who puts mint with pork? Doesn't mint go with lamb? I mean, I would hope so, right? Okay, hold on. I have to move this. It's in my way. Right. 2 sticks of butter. Softened quickly by microwaving it for approximately 14 seconds. No, for exactly 14 seconds. Literally, you soften butter, at least in my microwave, by putting it in for 7 seconds, flipping it over, and then putting it in for another 7 seconds. It works great. Okay, so, let me move this so I can actually move this over here so y'all can see what I'm doing, sort of. There. And then a cup of sugar. I'm gonna use the half cup though, so that I don't contaminate my sugar. I mean, it's distinctly possible that my perception of Asterix may have been shaped by the fact that it went entirely over my head as a child, and thus I thought it was boring. But I guess I just assumed that it was just boring, and that then I could just ignore it for the rest of my natural life. That looks better. There we go. We'll just, sorry, hold on a second. Paper tea filters, please move. Okay. What's interesting is that these ones did not spread as much on the bottom of the oven, but I would say they're done. So let's just leave those there. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. All right. You roast boar whole and you serve it whole. I don't think you have to. I think you could, in theory, carve it into pieces the way that you would with a pork. Um, Ginster says it's an inside joke about Obelix visiting the Brits. It's one of the comic books. And they serve boar with mint sauce. Oh, I see, I see, I see. So what they're basically making a joke about is the terribleness of British cooking. I get it. And make a second bear for Obelix. And he goes like, there's a lot of things that go with boar, but mint is not one of these. I love that it's a French comic for children that is judgy about other people's food choices. How very French. And they drink their cerveza warm. Is cerveza like cerveza, like beer? Oh, because they're British and they drink it warm. They don't drink it warm. They drink it room temperature, which is a different thing. Turtle says, and they interrupt their battles at 5 o'clock to drink their hot water. Some take their hot water with milk, some without. Arcadia is saying, carve my boar into pieces. Is this just Ren Fair pork? Dirtle says it's not for children. Why is it not for? I don't understand how it's not for children when it is given to children. How is this thing that is given to children not for children? Brigitte says the Romans conquer the English by attacking them during tea time. Stereotypes. I'm not sure that, like, you know, I don't know, whatever. 2nd or 3rd or whatever, 6th century Britons ascribed to tea time. How much egg? 1 egg. Vanilla, which is, oh, over here. And then green food coloring. Give me a second to find my green food coloring. We probably have choices. Okay, so Ginster says it's not just for children. It's not a children's comic book. It's for all ages. Okay. Well, thank you for clarifying. I appreciate that. Instead of just yelling at me. Regis says the Romans conquered the English. Okay, yeah, very good. Okay, all right. So Arcadia says, thank you, Brig. I'm glad someone got the niche reference. Dirtle says because it's full of references to current, well, at the time of publication, politics and national stereotypes. Dirtle says there's an entire book where they show how some Gauls adapt to Roman rule after being conquered. The entire thing is a big parody of the Vichy regime after Hitler's invasion of France. Oh my God. Jane says it's kind of rude that my job keeps making me do job stuff when I just want a cookie party. Oh wait, we have a button for that. Should we have a party? Wait, where's my button for that? I'm very confused. I've lost my button for that. There's the button.
Let it out! Let the disco happen!
Brigitte says when I finally own my own house. Haha, laughter. What a funny phrase that was. I intend to have a bookcase just for bande dessinée. Ginster says it's like saying Batman is only for children. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I understand that. Because definitely comic books are not just for children, and that much I understand. But that specific comic book was definitely a feature of, I don't know, somebody handing me that and me not enjoying it. I'm gonna have to scrape down this bowl. This is a mess. Please. And yes, Jane, that's very rude of you that your job is making you do job stuff. Don't they know that it's holiday cookie time? That we're celebrating Saturnalia literally every day between now and the 24th of December, and they should just give you the time off because nobody's getting anything done anyway. All right. Right, this is one of those places where I am going to disagree with the recipe. So, for the most part, you are going to get the advice that you should add your food coloring to the dough after it's dough. Don't do that. You're just going to end up overworking your dough. That's silly. Don't do that. What you should do is you should add your egg, your vanilla. Wait, I forgot the vanilla. Hold on a second. Don't listen to me. I don't know what to do. Who am I to be saying what you should and shouldn't be doing with your vanilla or your food coloring or whatever? Okay, so I'm actually going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla because I don't feel like this is like as strong as commercial vanilla is just yet. It hasn't been in there for a full 6 months. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to add our green food coloring prior to, let's see what this comes out as. Prior to the addition of our flour. And the reason is that then we're not going to overwork our dough trying to get even color throughout the dough. This is true of all colored cookies, basically, by the way, right? That's going to be heckin' green. I think that's fine. I honestly don't know why anybody would try to make a colored cookie, especially not like this, not like with butter, egg, sugar, etc., creaming the butter and sugar together, blah, 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 and then add the food coloring later. That's just, no, don't do that. All right. And it's okay if it's a little greener than you want it. I'm going to add one more level of intensity to the screen because then you're going to add that stuff, right? But like you can judge that. Like that's not that hard. Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay, Durdle says, I have no idea how the English translation of Asterix reads, to be fair. I only ever read it in German and a little bit in French. Mom says the best books have something for the child and the parent reading it to them. That's how you stretch kids' literary boundaries beyond their reading comprehension / ability, and also not drive the adults absolutely fucking insane with inane children's literature. Okay. Yes, incoming ad break. Right. So let's go ahead and switch over to our gaming scene. Wait, should we do gaming scene? Let's do gaming scene. Yeah. Where I believe we should be able to, perhaps, potentially, do a words on stream. Did that work? No. Oops. Failure. Nope. Super failure. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We'll do this for a little while. Wait, hold on a second. Let me just quickly make sure we're not doubling here. Hopefully that's working. Anyway, we have here gratifyingly green cookie dough. Looks like the music audio is on a different channel. What? It is very green. Can you guys not hear the sound again now? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I did. Browser sources confound me. I'm gonna need somebody to the sound is good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to have somebody actually explain to me how browser sources actually work because they confound me. I don't do very much with them. So, yeah. I'm confused. Also, I added food coloring, and that's why it's green. Because these are Grinch cookies. They're supposed to look like the Grinch. And the Grinch is green. I don't normally use a lot of food coloring, but there are times when that is what is called for. I suppose there are probably ways of, like, making it green naturally, but that would probably also change the flavor, and I didn't want to, so. Right. Right. So, when it comes to Christmas cookies, I typically like to... Some random geek, hi! How are ya? Good to see you. Scooping cookies. While y'all play words on the stream. This is very soft. I think it's supposed to be medium cookie scoop. Scoop 2 inches apart. Same as the other ones. This is nice and soft. This is easy to work with. Also, turf is an abbreviation. I don't think they allow turf. Oh, and Jane is kicking Brigitte's butt? Oh my gosh. Jane, I'm so impressed. It's hard to kick Brigitte's butt at this. I know it's like customary for streamers to like come back from ad breaks and like help people with this. I'm just gonna keep scooping my cookies. Sorry. I think the Y is fake, though. Looking at all y'all's stuff. Oh, nope. I's not fake. Y's not fake because Dirtle got eyebrow. So it's the U. The U is fake. Pretty sure. All right, Kamesy is lurking for a meeting. Thank you for hanging out, Kamesy. It's really good to see you. I hope your meeting's good. We'll talk to you soon. Oh no. Good try, you guys. Oh. Almost. All right. I am going to switch back to our regular scene here. And hopefully that works. All right. Hi. Who won? I don't know. Is that a thing people like to know? Some random geek got to work. Well, that's good. Getting to work is probably a good thing. Hopefully is a good thing. But I'm really glad to see you here, whether you're at work or not. Oh no. Jane's got to know which of us came out on top. You are both first in my heart. There you go. Hopefully that's enough for you. Okay. Jane says, I'm just glad I can play. Usually I can't play along, but I love words. That cookie dough looks like Play-Doh. It complimentary. Well, whether it's complimentary or not, you're not wrong. It does look like Play-Doh. Also, I have more cookie than I have trays. So, okay. What are we doing with this cookie dough, by the way? 350. Place a heart sprinkle in the center of each cookie. Bake until the edges are set and the bottom starts to turn golden. 12 to 24 minutes. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to continue to scoop these, and we're going to scoop these until they cannot be scooped anymore. And then we will put there. Yeah. So I'm going to just scoop all these cookies, and then I'll put the rest of them on trays and bake them. And I don't know if that's going to happen on stream or off stream, but we'll do our best. Okay. Ginster's waiting for blue cookies and then wondering how many Smurfs had to die for it. Okay, funny story. When I worked for the bakery, one of my jobs, and I've told you guys this before, but some of you are newer, so you may. Thank you for the
Who's
bits,
the
Brigitte.
fastest? Word is Bell in the chat. It's at Say My Jane. Words on stream champagne.
That was a very weird pronunciation. Wait. Okay. So Ginster is lurking, but I'm going to tell you guys this story anyway. So when I was working for the bakery, one of my jobs, one of my very few like exclusive to me, particular special jobs, was making the donut glazes every single week. So I was responsible for they had donuts on the weekends, and that was the only time they had donuts. And so it was my responsibility to make them up. So we would have different ones every week. And basically the objective was to use up as much of the bakery. I don't want to call it trash because that makes it sound terrible, but use up as much of the bakery trash as possible. So like things that had like, we're not like things that somebody had opened in order to make like a special order happen, or like if we had a menu change and there was leftover like garnishes from a dessert menu change or whatever, I was supposed to use those things up, and that was my objective for donut glazes. There was a point in time where we were using a cookie crumble on like I don't remember, it was like a cheesecake or something. When rotated it off the menu, and we had just a vast quantities of cookie crumble left. And so I decided that I was going to do a Cookie Monster donut with cookie crumble and make it blue. It was the bluest thing I think anyone had ever seen in their lives. It was so blue. It was cute though. And it sold out. So, I mean, of course it sold out. Like, generally speaking, in fact, it was actually very funny. Generally speaking, when I made a donut glaze that was colored, like if I used food coloring in it, that would be the one that would sell out that week. Like anytime, so I started like making rainbows of, sometimes literally rainbows of donuts. Because I just knew that if they were a weird color, they were going to sell. People are simple creatures. Wait. Oh, Arcades is the darkest doesn't blend episode. I still haven't done that. I thought we might do like a Will It Fry episode at one point. We still haven't done that. All right. So this is the last of this dough. Then I'm going to wash my hands. Perfect. That's the perfect amount. Oh my gosh, look what a genius I am. I love it. Cool. Wash my hands. Put this in the sink, and then I'm going to wash my hands, which are now green, thanks to the food coloring. What does it mean if you have green palms? Because I don't think this is coming off with soap. Oh, wait, yes, it is. Okay. Now, let's go get some more trays. Give me a second. There's now powdered sugar all over the dining room table. Hopefully I'll remember to clean that up before Grog gets home. Not that he's going to be upset about that, but just that he's going to be like, why is there powdered sugar all over the dining room table? Sorry. A couple more pieces of parchment paper. I feel like I could probably put these closer together. I wonder if I should. So there's those and these. That's 6. This is 7. 7's probably okay. I just don't want to put them too close together. Okay. And then there's 4 trays of these, so we're going to bake them off 2 at a time. Right. Okay. There are our Grinch cookies. Do these need to chill? They feel like they might need to chill. They're very soft. Let's Apparently not. All right. Sprinkles. I feel like I need like tweezers or something. Let's just put these in here. Not sure how many of these I'm gonna need. They're so cute. They're so cute. These are gonna be so cute. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna taste. They're just your basic like butter cookie, right? But like, they're so cute. His heart was several sizes too small. These are adorable. These might become another of everything new that we've made this year. These are feeling more like a new staple to me than anything else. They're so cute. Wait, do I have uh wait. Oh wait, there's 2 trays. Duh. The 2 trays can go in the oven. Come on, genius. Let's go. Right. 14 minutes. Hopefully they'll be done. Right. I can't wait to take pictures of these. I'm gonna have to find a cute way of doing it. Like, we might actually have to stage a photo shoot for these guys. Because they're so cute! Like, what else is in the Grinch movie? Like, props-wise. I might actually have to watch it and find out. I mean, not that I'm gonna get any complaints from Grog on that. Creating the leaning tower of cookie over there. It's just normal for this time of year. They're so cute. All right. There are, and we have plenty more, so we can do plenty more. Right. So, while we wait for those to bake, you guys, let's taste some of the other ones. Here, hold on a second. Let me get a little plate. Let's be let's be civilized about this entire affair. Okay. Look. So here's the brown butter snickerdoodle, and here's the chocolate crinkle cookie. And this is my hard mode plus, which is probably cold. Tepid. Okay. Those are perfect. Like, look how thick they are. You see? You see how thick they are? They're perfect. Mmm. Nice and puffy. Soft in the middle. Crisp on the edges. The brown butter gives them a little depth of flavor that Snickerdoodles doesn't normally have. Mmm. Who needs lunch when you have cookies? These are really good. I think I would make them smaller, though. Like as Christmas cookies, I think I would use this size. Well, you guys can't see that. What am I pointing at? This size, like something smaller, because what I want out of at least my Christmas cookies, my holiday cookies, is I want them to be like 2 or maybe 3 bites. Like I want them to be small so that you can have more than one. Because if I'm going to make 8 of them, people are going to want to taste all 8. And if they're too big, then they're just too big. And that's not a good thing. I'm going to get powdered sugar all over this shirt. Watch. Only a little. Oh, wow. Okay, actually, these are really good. I mean, those are really good, but they're snickerdoodles, you know? These are like a brownie and a cookie. So chocolatey. And they have enough salt, which is great. Because with all that powdered sugar, they can get kind of sweet, but they're not too sweet. They're really good. I just breathed in powdered sugar. And it's a very nice crackle. Mmm. Okay. Being a bit more relaxed about the whole cookie thing and not trying to pack too much into one day, I think has been like a good thing for me. I've got powdered sugar literally all over my shirt. I'm gonna have to like change. And I'm wearing black leggings and they're all over my black leggings too. Those 2 cookies, like whatever you think of like the recipe or the flavor profiles or whatever, those are perfect. Like they're perfectly baked. They're perfect. And I'm so pleased because after yesterday, I was like, I have no business cooking for people on the internet if I'm going to burn half the cookies. Anyway, I was feeling very dramatic. Today I'm feeling better. Oh, I have cookies. I have to stop inhaling powdered sugar. Wow. Okay. Yeah, because the thing is that like if you can see, like it made 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 cookies. I want like double that. I mean, I think I would probably make them like at least a third, if not half as large. I just think that's too big for a holiday cookie tray situation. So if I made these again, I would make them smaller. Thank you, Jane. I'm occasionally a bit dramatic. There. Delicious. Right. Mm-mm. These are going in the fridge. They're spreading too much. Cookie recipe, please. Please don't fail me by, there are times when I realize that I should just use my instincts, that this dough is too soft and it's going to spread too much, and yes. So, these are going in the fridge. We're going to try refrigerating those for a bit while the other ones come out. And then I'm also going to get my cookie rings. Where are those? And we're going to ring these because I am not pleased with how these are turning out. Okay. I might need a bigger ring. We'll see. When I say ring these, I mean... All right, so you can see these are just... I want them to kind of be like that thickness and that, like, I think I want them to be a little, like, smaller and puffier, and they're spreading too much. So, I'm just gonna make them do what I want them to do, gently. Incidentally, this is also how you get, like, you know how bakeries make, like, really super ultra round cookies? Yeah, that's how they do it. Actually, let me just swap these two while I'm at it. I'm letting too much heat out of the oven too. Right, so Jane says I'm currently being dramatic because I thought I had mac and cheese, but I don't. Oh no. Wait, okay, so Jane, here's a hint. Can you get Grubhub delivery where you are? Because Panera makes mac and cheese, and it's not bad. And if I order it, they'll, like, bring it to my house. And you know what's super cool? The Grubhub driver, oh gosh, I'm messing this up. The Grubhub driver can actually find our house, which is amazing and much better than most of the other delivery drivers. There. You should have mac and cheese. If you want mac and cheese, you should have it. I haven't had mac and cheese in actually a really long time. I mean, obviously, Grog can't eat it, so it's not something I make. And usually when we're going out, I want something else, you know? My tea has gone from tepid to cold. Still good, though. Well, that was a delicious snack. All of this is dirty. This is dirty. This is dirty. This is dirty. This is not. These things are going to go back in here. These things are going to go back under here. With that. We can put the spatula away for now. But maybe I will make some of that next week, because that sounds good. I might have to go to the German grocery store, though. I'm curious about sauerbraten. I don't know that Grog will be curious about sauerbraten, so maybe we'll get him something else, but... Brown sauce and salad. Sounds delicious. Okay, Jane said nobody could find my old house. This one is better, but there's a utility pole touching my driveway, so the turn is a little scary. Well, hopefully people can, you know, can find your house and not be scared enough to bring you mac and cheese. Now I want mac and cheese. This is your fault. I'm probably going to have a bagel, though. I think. Because that's what I have. Oh, no. One guy lost a mirror backing out, but I told him he could use our turnaround. Oh, no. I mean, he probably should have just used the turnaround, it sounds like. But, you know, sometimes people are stubborn about things. We just have one more minute on those cookies, so I'm just killing time until we have one more. Take the cookies out. Jane ended up making garlic butter nudes with some veggies. Okay, well, that actually sounds delicious and also slightly healthier. Because veggies are good for you. So that's probably smart. But I'm sorry you didn't get your mac and cheese. Make sure you add it to the grocery list so that you will have it next time you want it. Wait, hold on a second. Wasn't there something that I had to add to the grocery list? What was that? Didn't I use up something that I said I needed to add to the grocery list? It's not eggs. It's not butter. Well, heck. I mean, I guess I'll figure it out the next time I go looking for it, whatever it is. Oops. There's literally 14 seconds on the timer, which I know you guys can't see because the powdered sugar thing is in the way. Probably put this stuff away too. Aha! Timer is done. Right. I mean, these look done. They're soft, but I think they're just gonna be soft. Like, I would think that they're just gonna be soft. It wants the undersides to be golden brown, but I'm not sure you know if the undersides are golden brown because I don't think you can really like move them. Edges are set and bottoms turn golden. I'm squeezing cookies. Do you see me squeezing cookies ever so gently? I feel like the edges are set. I think that's probably fine. Oh, these ones are definitely done. Because these ones are starting to turn golden that I can see. So we're just going to quickly make those a little roundier. The heart is not perfectly in the center of some of these. Look how cute they are. Right, I'm actually, because these ones are a little bit less done than those ones, I'm going to put these ones back in for like a minute. But, actually 2 minutes. Look how cute that is. I'm not going to eat these ones because they're too hot and I'll burn my mouth. But look. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Let's see. Jane says I need containers like those. For ingredients. I like it way better. I mean, now granted, I go through flour and sugar pretty quickly. But I like it way better than trying to manage those paper bags that flour come in. It's not it. And also like powdered sugar and brown sugar and ours come in little plastic sacks and they're terrible. It's just, I feel like putting like, I don't do a lot of ingredient transfer, but I feel like that's like ideal. Like that's like for flour and sugar, flours for sugars and flour. It's perfect. Yes. Gentle cookie squishing. I am handling my cookie ever so gently. You would not believe how gently I am squeezing this cookie. Yeah, these ones are perfect. Those other ones needed a couple more minutes. Right, but I have gone slightly over the amount of time that I intended to go, but that's actually perfect because now Theme Fiasco, you may absolutely has cookie, except I'm not coming back to Baltimore anytime soon. I have one more market before the end of the year, and it's in Alexandria. So, in theory, you can has cookie, but in fact, you are more likely to has cookie than anyone else in this chat right now. But you're gonna have to come get them. Opting out says I built a sort of angled cupboard thing at the cupboard thing at floor level for the 50-pound flour bags. So at work, we used to. They were almost like wheeled garbage cans, except they weren't garbage cans. They were bins on wheels, and basically an entire 50-pound sack of flour would fit in them. So that's how I know that I can lift at least 50 pounds. But that is about my limit. Trying to lift more than 50 pounds tends to result in messes. All right, so I'm just going to ring these one more time. And remember, I still have 2 more trays of these. in the fridge. So I'm going to pop those in the oven. But I'm going to do that after stream. So you guys, look how cute they are. They okay, so remember how we decided we were going to make these they look like eyeballs or green boobs or something. They're so bizarre. Anyway, but you can, at least in my tiny little monitor, but like hopefully you can tell that they've got little hearts in the middle. They're really cute. I really like them. I'm really pleased. Opting out says at the feed mill, I used to do 3 55-pound bags on a shoulder. I was younger then. Younger equals stupider. Oh boy. Stuffed olives. Oh yeah. They do. They look like pimento stuffed olives. You're right. Also, Shark Nether. Hi, how are you? Yeah, cute green boobs, like cute little alien boobs. Aren't little green? Aren't aliens little green? Anyway, whatever. Right. So I've gone a little bit over what I intended to do, but this is actually kind of perfect because that means that our friend Des Dabbles, actually I haven't checked. I should probably look and just make sure. But I would assume that our friend Des Dabbles has gone live. What is she playing? She's playing God of War. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's do the thing. First of all, thank you so much to all of my moderators, including Grognard Gourmand, who today, hopefully, the only thing he's going to have to do is eat cookies. W. Grog. Brigitte, by aka Byron Mask, who is currently streaming intermittently, so definitely follow her for a chance to be notified when she goes live. Also, Dr. Andy 23, who was Chief of Shenanigans earlier, who was recently playing Kathy Rain, Kathy Rain, the director's cut, but tomorrow, Thursday, will be playing Mass Effect, including with their Reapers and Steepers tea line. This is what I was drinking today. And having community mealtime at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Mass Effect, food, tea. What's not to like? And then last but not least, Des Dabbles, who is currently playing Dark Souls and God of War. Today, right now, as I speak, is currently playing. Well, I don't know if she's currently playing, but like she's either talking or playing God of War. It's a very good game, and Des is a very good gamer with a very friendly community and nice chill vibes. So we're gonna go head over there in just a minute. But first of all, first, I do have socials. Pictures of cookies incoming. Good tweets, threads, not tweets. They're not tweets, but they are tweets. Brief statements of cookie deliciosity. Incoming on threads, and also a link to the Discord, which will tell you what other kinds of things we're going to be getting up to in the month of Saturnalia. Pro Ninja has just got back. You want to know what we did today? Wait, hold on a second. I will show you. Well, I'll have to show you again. Hold on a second. Maybe go get these ones. So, we made chocolate crinkle cookies, which turned out delicious. Oh my gosh, they look so pretty in the big camera. They're so good. And then brown butter snickerdoodles. So those are like sugar cookies covered in cinnamon and sugar. And then these, is this cold enough to like handle? Not really. Let's do it anyway. These are Grinch cookies, and you can see they have a heart that was several sizes too small stuck in the middle because the Grinch Who Stole Christmas has a heart that's too small. So there, you maybe a little late. Yeah, we are going to go ahead and rate out here pretty quick. So we got 3 cookies done today. Heck yeah. That's 2 more cookies than we got done yesterday. We're going to make some more tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the first day of Hanukkah. I do have people in my life who celebrate. So we're going to make a kosher meal for Hanukkah. We're going to do roast chicken and potato latkes. And in theory, we're going to do the amaretti cookies, but only if I remember to go out to the store and buy amaretto, which I forgot to do this morning, which is why I didn't mix those today, which I was supposed to do, but it's fine. You want to know why? Because it's cookies and it's not that serious. All right, guys. Let's go say hi to Des. Let's set up this raid message here. Excellent. We've set up the raid. If you are subscribed, you can use the bottom one. If you are not subscribed, you can use the top one. Please do, if you will, copy one of those messages, and we will go over and say hello to Des Dabbles, currently playing God of War. Thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out with me today. I'm sure I will see some of you tomorrow, and if not, perhaps for Lego Fortnite on Friday, or Hades, or possibly actual Fortnite on Saturday. I don't know. Chicken tomorrow, gaming Friday and Saturday, and then we'll make another schedule for next week. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll see you all soon. Have fun with Des, and I will be there as soon as I get things cleaned up in here. Bye, guys.